Take a look at, in fact, one of those stories as well will be a focus right here on Prime Biz in a few moments' time. But first, let me swivel my chair, look at the wall, and I see this chart. I see the word rand, and it's been an interesting journey, hasn't it, for the rand?
Yeah, so the rand's still relatively strong, but everybody's saying, how's it reacting to the political developments? And just a caveat, remember, when looking at this graph, that when the rand goes up against the dollar, it's actually weakening. When the rand goes down, it's actually strengthening, because we're comparing ourselves in line with the dollar. Well, the graph of the day is the rand, South Africa in a limbo of sorts, while the position of President Jacob Zuma and the possibility of his tenure being cut short remains unresolved. So let's take a look at how the currency has been reacting, if at all. The rand strengthened to below 12 to the dollar. So let's find that line for you. And there was a strengthening, and that was after that high-level meeting on Sunday. There was speculation that the president was about to go. Now remember, currency markets have consistently reacted positively to news that President Jacob Zuma could resign or be removed. On Monday, that changed. We had a bit of weakening. It weakened to about 12.07. And yesterday, more weakness. So the rand at about 12.18, not a great level relatively to where we've been, but it was also being weighed then by a stronger dollar. So we have to remember that both the dollar and local politics are affecting the currency right now. The rand strengthened again below 12 rand to the dollar overnight. Now that was following news that the State of the Nation address had been postponed, and there would be an emergency meeting of the ANC's highest decision-making body, the NEC, today. It strengthened to 11.87 this morning. That was a very good level after that NEC meeting was cancelled. Although that also linked to dollar weakness. So we've got both at play. Later the dollar strengthened, but the rand held its own strength, suggesting that investors may be happy that the signs are there that talks are going on between the president and his deputy Cyril Ramaphosa at the moment. While there's so much uncertainty, a lot of volatility, the rand, remember, remains at generally lofty levels while this exit saga, as it's being called, continues. Remember, it's strengthened dramatically since Ramaphosa's election as ANC president, and it remains one of the best performing emerging market currencies. Let's take a closer look.